So why don't you do what is morally right, sir? Why did you not follow it up? If
Yes,
you did get bail, why
now
did you not follow it up
now I
with
am
the
going to,
case in court?
now I am going to do that. I will send my lawyer there
Right?
and find out what is happening.
What were the conditions on which you were granted bail, sir?
No, that I don't know. I don't know.
Then do you admit that perhaps you have violated?
But I know I was in prison.
Right?
MT, I think Mr. MT, late MT, Mr. MT Banamamla was my lawyer. So he got me bail out.
Right?
That's I know. Later I was told you were pardoned or something. The only that thing I know. I know.
All right. Do you admit that perhaps by not appearing in court for so many years that you may have violated the conditions of bail in that particular murder case?
No, if the lawyer says you are pardoned, then I didn't think about that.
Mr. Douglas Devananda, you are a senior minister in the Sri Lankan government. How can you tell us on national television, Indian national television, that your lawyer pardoned you?
No. The lawyer who appeared the lawyer appeared for me in the case. So he told me the pardon was given. That's all only I know. The lawyers who guide us. So he told me.
A few minutes back, sir, you told us that Indian agencies told you it was pardoned. You then changed your story and said it was politicians who told you you're pardoned. Now you're saying it was your lawyer who told you that.
I am clear in my stand. I was told, I don't know which, late only when you put several questions only, then it clicked me because it took place in 26 years back now. So then it clicked me. Maybe the lawyer. You asked me, who tell me who? Because I was connected with the agencies. We were connection with the politicians.
Right.
That's open secret, no?
So share that secret with us. Share that open secret with us, sir. Which were those agencies that told you, according to what you're saying, that you were given a clean sheet in this murder case?
That's why I am saying I am not sure. So I am thinking the lawyer should have told me.
All right, Mr. Devananda, it seems that you're changing your story over and again, but
no, I am not changing my story. I told you clearly, it took place 26 years back, so I have to recollect that. When you put several questions only, when this argument cropped only, I am thinking, I am going back and see what happened.
All right, my colleague Geeta Mohan has a question for you. Geeta, go ahead.
Right, Mr. Douglas, my question to you is that why do you think the PIL was filed now? What do you think?
Pardon?
Why do you think the PIL was filed now?
What Geeta Mohan is trying to ask you, sir, is why do you think the public interest litigation has been filed against you now? You told us a little while back that it was the LTT sponsored people who are doing it.
Some political interest only they are doing this.
Who are these political interests, sir, who are out to get you?
I know who are the people because this Mr. Subramaniam, I know him. I know who he was a full supporters of the LTT. I know the lawyer. He was a supporter of LTT, so they wanted to create issues.
So you're saying, sir, that LTT supporters have filed this PIL against you?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm sure about that. I know Mr. Subramaniam. I know Mr. Subramaniam.
Okay.
Earlier he was in the Hindu paper. And everyone knows why he left the Hindu paper.
All right.
Yeah. So this is the backing of the LTT.
But irrespective of that, so the fact still remains that you can.
I am a friend of India. I am a friend of Indian government.
But you're still a wanted man in Indian courts, sir.
I will respect the legal this thing. So if this comes to me,
right,
I am prepared to face legally. Yesterday I told the BBC clearly because it was in Tamil, so I can easily talk to the BBC.
Right.
Because of my language, this thing, in the BBC Tamil service, I have clearly said when they asked this question, I said I didn't know this. I am a responsible member of parliament, responsible the member of the cabinet, and this election among the Tamil leaders, I got the more preference than the other Tamil party leaders. So legally, if this comes to me, I'm prepared to face it legal this thing.
So you're saying that are you also suggesting that you're going to perhaps surrender and stay in India till you're and take legal advice and perhaps appear before the court, sir, because you're taking the moral high ground here?
No. I will consult with my my lawyers.
What is your next step going to be, sir? Are you going to go back with President Mahinda Rajapaksa's?
Pardon?
Are you going to go back with to Sri Lanka at the end of the state visit, or are you going to stay back in India and face the court?
No, I haven't decided yet, so I have to discuss with my people, discuss with my lawyer.
Right.
And we'll decide. And I will let you know. I have your number. I will let you know.
Absolutely, sir. But again, to come back to the fact that you were trying to raise, why do you think you are now being singled out and targeted, if at all that is justifiable, by LTT supporters?
Purely a political. They want to tarnish my name. It's a purely a political this thing.
Are you, at the same time, sir, you're saying that you were number 4, number 5 in the named suspects in that case?
No, I think you may not understand my language. I clearly told you, number 1, I am nothing to do. I am nothing to directly involved in that incident.
But at the same time, you're a named offender.
One second, give me a time. After
Go
that
ahead.
only, I went to the scene. Then the big gathering was there.
Right.
So there was a riot.
Right.
So then the police with the other members, I was taken by the police. Then the DGP Devaram was there and DGP I think Mr. Sri Pal, yes.
Right.
So they know me well. So I am so that's why I'm saying. So that's why they have put me 4th or 5th accused. And almost other accused, they all dead and gone in the struggle. So I may be left alone.
All right, but why then?
And you know how many times LTT tried to kill me? Several times they tried to kill me, but they couldn't. Several times they tried to kill me.
So you're saying the LTT is still there? It's still trying to get at you?
Yeah, LTT sympathizers are there, no? Some so-called diaspora people.
And who?
So they are behind with this.
All right.
So if I have a bad record, the people the Tamil people, they may given the higher preference votes than the other Tamil leaders. So they respect me, they trust me. So I have a good record.
All right.
I have sacrificed for this struggle.
All right.
So now after the Indo-Sri Lankan agreement, I entered into the political mainstream. So I am with the people.
All right, sir, but the fact still remains that you are still named in this case. Tell us on national television, can you give us an assurance that you will now do whatever is necessary to appear before the court?
I will consult with my lawyers and I will do the next step.
And are you going to do that in India, or are you going to go back to Sri Lanka and do that?
Every time political issues come,
right?
The opponents, they raise this issue. Every time this thing comes, the opponents, they raise this issue.
All right.
Every time. This is not only the first time.
So then, are you going to do what is necessary to put this to rest once and for all, sir?
Yes. I have to do that now.
All right. And are you going to stay back in India and do that and take care of that, or are you going to go back with President Mahinda Rajapaksa on the 11th?
I have to consult with my lawyer, and I will do the needful. I will let you know.
All right, Mr. Douglas Devananda, thank you very much for speaking to us exclusively here on NewsX. And on that note, we're going to slip into a short break here, but stay with us on the other side.